Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's a liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Austin Stadium. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Using his legs, it's Hicks. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present its...
Running toward the tape. And more yards after contact. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll bring it back. It's Robinson. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Dickey. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it. They're like...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. And be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They're going to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Collins. Unloads to the right. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick completion on the out. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the handoff.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air, it's Collins. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clay. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. LSU quick to the line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They feed him again. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 10 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Collins. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hicks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab. It's sticky. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
Here we go with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and They took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a look.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hicks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He leaves it with his back. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Ducks! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, dude. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might just put him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge.
Here we go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body...
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to pass it on second down. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense. And that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to pass. It's Collins. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
6-9-1, Gators score.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Little. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tap that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you try?
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Using his legs, it's Gentry. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to get to it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. You just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 41, LSU 22.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got the tight end outside. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Off he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's thrown another interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back in the pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From the gun. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's loose. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chugging it, and they are still scoring.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get him way out of their own end. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Dropping back, it's Collins. They're bringing heat. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,